Super Dave here with another Super Dave review. Super Dave here with another Masterverse review. That's right, and today we're looking at one of my favorite MOTU characters, secondary good guy characters, and that is Zodac, the Cosmic Enforcer. And I've really anticipated seeing this guy. I think he's cool. Donning the new Eternia name, 40th anniversary. Take a look at that awesome artwork. Wow. I love the artwork, especially on this guy. Man, that looks good. Love this helmet. It's always been unique to me. Even the design on his chest armor. He's looking great. Look at there. They added this shoulder pad armor this go around. He's got the little loincloth thing coming down, a cloth one over the furry one. But this is so awesome. Look at that artwork on the back. And there's his bio. If you'd like to pause and read that, you can. All right, let's go ahead and break this guy open and check out the actual figure. Because Zodac is such a kind and gentle spirit, and one of the greatest cosmic enforcers ever to dome the universe. So many friends have come, and the sorceress has allowed them to gather inside the halls of Castle Grayskull to welcome and really just celebrate Zodac, the Cosmic Enforcer. New Eternia Zodac. Let's look first at his accessories. First, looking at his hands, he comes with a set of balled-up fisted hands, a left and right, so he's ready to punch his way out of a situation. Then he comes with a weapon-holding hand, which is really neat, and then a trigger finger weapon-holding hand. As you see, he also comes with his iconic pistol, his ray gun, which is awesome. He's ready to blast out of a situation. And I'm going to even count this holster as an accessory. He comes with this holster, and it is removable. It can be removed from this armor. And then also, he comes with these shoulder pads, which are also removable. These armor pads on his shoulders. And then, of course, a head sculpt that's really neat. And then he comes with his iconic staff, which is able to break into two pieces, two halves. So he can hold them as kind of two separate batons, or as a staff, his Cosmic Enforcer staff, I'm going to call it, which is really cool. And then we're going to look at a third-party accessory that I got on eBay, which is by luvnidolness, L-U-V, Love and Idleness, Love and Idleness. You can find him on eBay, and he makes Cosmic Enforcer heads with expressions, as well as empty helmet heads, which Zodac with a K has back here. And that's an empty helmet. So that is so cool. I got those from Love and Idleness and on eBay. So that we're going to take a look at that accessory, third-party accessory that goes along with this Zodac. It's designed for Masterverse figures. So I'm excited about checking that out. And look at him. He's just looking so cool. He is a Cosmic Enforcer. And some of his Cosmic Enforcer friends have gathered here today to also greet Zodac. All right, let's take a look at Zodac's articulation. With such powers, shrouded in mysteries, even in omnipotence, many of the friends that he has met along his many universal journeys, many of them have gathered here today from all across the multiverse to celebrate and just to honor this great peacemaking, yet also powerful warrior, Zodac. He's a mysterious figure, very soft-spoken, but at the same time, most powerful in his abilities. And you can see there that he has a little bit of fur on his chest, which is reminiscent to the original Zodac in the vintage line and on the cartoon. He's always had those signature arms, whether he wore gloves or not. He had the little raised portions on his arms. He is just an awesome looking specimen. He's a cool looking character. And Zodac is able to look up that much. He's going to be able to look down all the way. He's of course going to look side to side, and he is going to be able to get a good amount of expressions, pivoting, which is good. And that iconic helmet with those black eyes, mine looks good. Very few QC issues that I can tell so far with mine. Mine looks great, and I am tickled because this is one of the ones I was most anticipating. I love the way it looks on the back. It has that signature look even on the back, and Zodac, you can see his furry back too there. Now this does swing out of the way, so he will get 360 with those arms. He's going to be able to strike a T-pose better than 90 degrees. He has bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and because of the way this one's designed, I believe he gets better bending angle here than some of the other Masterverse figures. I like the way that looks. It looks maybe a little cleaner than some of the ones we've had. But anyway, you'll swing that back into place, and you can see that he's going to be able to crunch forward about that much. He's going to be able to bend back about that much. He's also going to be able to get side to side motion. This really doesn't hinder because it moves, everything kind of moves with him. So he's going to be able to go side to side and even turn at that diaphragm, as well as swivel at the waist, even though the swiveling at the waist is going to be limited because of this holster being strapped to his thigh, which is also strapped to, and it will slide back and forth here, but it straps to this strap, and you can see here, I'll show you that it'll slide right off that back strap, and then you're going to be able to take this off. So those straps are removable, or they can unstrap, I should say, and then you can slide that right off. But I'm going to leave mine on. But you see how easy it is to remove, almost removes itself when you start moving him around a lot. But yes, these straps are actually not hard to remove. They're kind of gummy, so they're not hard, and they're not going to break or get worn down very easily based on what I can tell there. While we're back here, before we go to legs, I'll show you how you can pop off these shoulder pads, and they are removable. They can swing out of the way, or they can be just taken off altogether. And of course, with this staff, Cosmic Enforcer staff, which is so powerful it just levitates in mid-air even when it's not being held up, and they will come into two pieces, become two separate pieces. Cool looking Cosmic Enforcer batons. Kind of think of them as having some electrical effects. Yeah, but he's going to be able to attach those back there in the portion, or in the area where the shoulder armor was. You're going to be able to attach them there. So that's cool. See what it looks like from the front. That looks really neat. Really, really cool. So you can do it that way. And I guess you could even, if you wanted to make it look like he had some kind of, blaster type effect back there, flying type effect, you could even put them that way if you wanted to. But either way, that's cool. But I really like the actual shoulder armor. Popping them back on, they just swing right back into place. Pop them on and then swing them into place. It looks good from the back, and it looks good from the front. Really, really cool. Awesome. Moving on to the legs, you're going to be able to get full splits. Even with this holster on, everything bends out of the way. You're of course going to be able to get thigh rotation and kick up a good amount. You're going to be able to kick up about that much. You're going to be able to kick back just a little bit there. You're going to have double jointed knees, which of course work really well. And then you've got these really nice Zodac Cosmic Enforcer. Well, in this case, really it's more Zodac, because some of the other Cosmic Enforcers did not have this. He has these claw feet. And you see that even with the boots that he has here. So he's got boot swivel. He's got the ability to go full tiptoes and up all the way. Great rockers, and V peg hole in the bottom to help him stand, and so he's got everything that you need. You're not going to be able to do much on this side with this holster on there, but I will show you. We'll take that gun out and show you how easily that just pegs right in. It's just shaped perfectly to peg right in on his side. And so that is really nice looking. I like the way that functions. That's nice. So he's able to store just about all of his equipment if he holds his staff. So that is just really cool. That is nice. I love that. He's just looking great. Got this burgundy, darker burgundy red. All right, just for grins and giggles, as they say, I'm going to go ahead and try on my third-party head. Just for fun, because I've been eager to try this out. He designed these. I mean, I just unboxed this guy, so I have not had a chance to check it out, but he designed these 4 Masterverse figures. So let's see. Oh yeah, popped on perfect. Look at that. Now, there's one thing about a Cosmic Enforcer. They're peaceful and soft-spoken until you get them angry. And you don't like them. You're not going to like them when they're angry. But man, that looks good. Check that out. I love that. And he's going to be able to do the same thing. Look up, look down all the way, left and right. Get some good expression. Are you looking at me? Are you talking to me? He's looking cool. I love, love, love that face sculpt with the Cosmic Enforcer, that he can actually have some expression. Skeletor, I am not for the good or the evil, but I will bring balance, and you will behave and stay in line, and you will not receive the secrets of Castle Grayskull. He's cool. But when he speaks calmly, and he's a peacemaker, he's more like,
I am a Cosmic Enforcer, and I bring balance, and I am here to help and aid the forces of good or the forces of evil, to keep balance in the universe. I am Zodac. Call on me when in need.
And he's a great ally to the Sorceress and He-Man, especially when they got in the hairy situations. But that is so cool. Now let's take a look at some comparisons. And here is our Masterverse Cosmic Enforcer Zodac with a C, and our Classics, MOTU Classics Cosmic Enforcer Zodac with a C. And you can see he's got the gloves on. He's looking awesome, but he's a little shorter than our new Masterverse figure, and he did not have the claw feet here in this version of the Classics. And then you have your Cosmic Enforcer Zodac with a K. And he had 2 heads. You had to buy another figure to get this head. But he has a head with the helmet and a head without the helmet. And then, of course, this is the one that I bought from Luvnidolness on eBay. Again, got both of these on there on eBay. Luvnidolness. This one was, I believe, $23, and this one was $10. $23 and $10. So really, really cool. All right, so he is looking awesome, and he also dons the gloves. They chose to go without the gloves on here. Here's the Filmation Zodac. Yes, and there's the Filmation cartoon Zodac, and you see he did have the gloves and he had boots. So this is the more Filmation accurate Zodac right here. And that's one of the reasons I personally like using this chair that I got from Mezenkizer, the Mezenkizer robot series. That action figure came with this chair, this cool chair, and I use this chair as Zodac's chair. He can fly around in it like a chariot, and so I believe he's going to go well in that too, and we'll check that out in photos. But let's do some more comparisons. And of course, one of Zodac's best friends is He-Man, and of course another great friend is the Sorceress from Castle Grayskull. They worked very close together, kindred spirits, and Zodac was always willing to help in any way he could, because He-Man was not one to be unfair either. So they were very close in nature and character. and strength and wisdom. And Zodac, you know, he traveled the universe, whereas He-Man stayed here on Eternia, as well as the sorceress. So they, you know, the two of these together almost, you know, was an equal to Zodac himself. I mean, he was both spiritual and physical and mental in power. And the sorceress was more of a spiritual and mental, whereas He-Man is more of a physical and some spiritual. And I thought that, you know, it's just, I don't know, that's my explanation here, but I thought it was a cool combination when this guy, a couple of times when he showed up for an episode, I loved it. I really enjoyed Zodac. But there he is next to He-Man, and that is a Hordak MX head sculpt on the new Eternia body. And then, of course, our Filmation upgrade skull sorceress, which is my favorite incarnation because she looks just like she did in the Filmation cartoon, looking great there. And so there they are.
Zodac, I'm so glad that you came. He-Man, maybe Zodac can help us unlock the secrets of the Star Seed.
Yes, I can, sorceress. I can help you and He-Man.
All right. And here's our Cosmic Enforcer Masterverse New Eternia Zodac next to our Classics He-Man with the vintage head sculpt. And then there is a McFarlane Worlds at War Superman, the future state McFarlane Superman. And I have the black suit head sculpt attached to him. And I think he looks great next to this guy. I love putting him in with my MOTU stuff. And there he is. You know, of course, he's a bit taller, Zodac, than our Classics He-Man, but you could certainly fit him in, especially if you did not get a hold of a Zodac. You can complete your Classics collection with these Masterverse figures, in my opinion, without spending $100 on a figure that is not made anymore. Here's your chance, right? And I think he's awesome looking and just looks super, super great here alongside of these other lines. And here is our Zodac next to the Revelation Classic style Teela without the helmet. And here is our Man-at-Arms from the Revelation, Masterverse Revelation series. And here he is donning a Hordak MX head sculpt custom without the helmet, and even has an empty helmet that he can hold on to. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Hordak MX, for your awesome custom heads, and I really am enjoying that. I wanted to have my Man-at-Arms look like that. He looks so good in the cartoon, Revelation cartoon, with that beard and the kind of the grayish hair and his hair pulled back. It's reminiscent, in my opinion, of kind of like the 2000X Mike Young production facial features, but I think he knocked it out of the park here. But anyway, there's Zodac meeting up with one of his old friends and allies as well, Man-at-Arms and his daughter Teela. Cool. And that's right, in Zodac's travels of the universe, he made friends with some of the gargoyles, and here he is with Goliath. Goliath is an ally of He-Man and has visited Eternia in his travels as well, but Zodac knew him first in his travels, and it's such an ancient tale. But there they go, and I love Goliath's cape. I'm going to be doing a review of him and Bronx soon, but I love that cape that our Goliath now can have without his wings spreading out and taking up the whole shelf of the whole screen. It just looks so cool. His wings folded up like a cape there beside Zodac, and there they are. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us for this Super Dave's review of our Zodac. Please come back and see us again. We'll be doing Hordak by Masterverse soon. Please like, subscribe if you haven't, comment if you'd like something to say about this video or ask a question, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Come on back and enjoy some Super Dave's reviews. Don't just watch a review, experience a review. Here's some photos in the photo gallery.